Hi, my name is Phil, and this is my Yang story. I like Andrew Yang because he talks about UBI and he does not, you know, think capitalism is bad. It just needs to be re-thought about for the 21st century. Automation is going to decrease the value of human labor, and at that point, if there's no, you know, way for people to sell, you know, their labor for, an opportunity to wealth build, it's going to cause problems. So I see a way of using universal basic income as giving every person their own autonomy to participate in the market and keep the engine of capitalism running. I also like him because of his evidence based policy. His climate policy is excellent. I'm a nuclear power advocate, and he supports nuclear power, unlike some of the other Democrats who are ignoring the science on it. He supports this idea called carbon fee and dividend, which is the proper market mechanism to move away from carbon based fuels and to the best alternative that costs the least amount of money. He talks about zoning reform in cities to decrease the cost of housing. You see the cost of housing just being absolutely incredibly high in places like California because they aren't allowed to build because regulations keep developers from building up and instead of, you know, you know, build up not out. That's what I believe in. And he's a very unifying person. He actually went out to talk to rural conservatives, as they are actually people, and ask them why they voted for Trump instead of otherizing them, which is kind of a sickening trend you see with some of the other Democrats of, you know, just basically saying anybody who voted for Trump's racist and sexist and homophobic when they were, crying out for help, honestly. Um, and he stands up for, you know, the rural areas. He stood up for the electoral college, even though the Democrats have lost it a few times because it forces people to listen to the states that are oftentimes not, you know, coastal echo chambers. And he also appeals to various different philosophies. I consider myself a libertarian, and I'm willing to, you know, ditch that party for a good candidate on the Democratic side, but only if they're smart and reasonable. And he talks about how UBI was a, alternative to the welfare state as Milton Friedman discussed, and he talks about how the government is often bad at doing a lot of things, such as job retraining and stuff like that. So here's a little bit for everybody in Andrew Yang, and I think he is what this country desperately needs.